Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So for today's tutorial, I wanted to show you how to make this super easy and pretty darn cute, if I do say so myself, Enchanted Rose Dome in honor of the Beauty and the Beast movie that just came out. So if you guys want to know how I did this, then just keep watching. So to start this tutorial, you will need something like this. It's kind of like a dome shape. I got this from a local thrift shop for about $15, but I'll leave some in the description box down below that are just the dome shapes themselves, so you guys can check that out. You will also need a rose. I got this from my local dollar store for about $1.25, and then you will need some kind of lighting. I got these. You can also use fairy lights. Make sure they're either battery operated, obviously, or they plug into a wall. Plugging into a wall would probably be easier. You'll also need some wire cutters and a glue gun. And then the next couple steps are going to be very relative to whatever kind of dome shape you use. Because mine actually had a clock in it, I had to take that out. But if you just get the dome shape itself, you can completely skip the next couple steps. I was actually pretty fortunate in finding this at the thrift store because in the spirit of actually using what you have, it ended up with me having the 3 holes that you see here. And the first hole, which is the one in the middle, I actually used to help me stand up my rose. And the other 2 helped me out with actually hiding the light source that I was using. But basically what you're going to do is, if you do have a bouquet of roses, you're going to cut one off from that and then stand it up any way that you can. I used hot glue, and I basically just wanted to see how it would look under the dome itself. So I just added a ton of hot glue. I actually kind of built it up onto the sides as well after I put the rose back in. And then I waited a little bit while the hot glue was actually drying, and when it dried a little bit so it wasn't super hot, because hot glue is obviously hot, I started to actually build it up with my fingers. But definitely be careful while you're doing this, and if you're a little bit scared about doing it, then don't, or get an adult to help you. This is where I started to make sure that it wasn't too hot, and then I started actually molding it up the flower. And then I made sure it was pretty sturdy and then came in with my lighting. And like I said, you can totally use fairy lights for these. It would probably be a little bit more accurate to the actual movie, but this is where I thread it through the hole in the bottom. If you can't get one of the bases with the holes in the bottom, I would probably recommend getting a wooden one so you can chip out a little bit of the side. And again, if you don't feel comfortable doing that yourself, get a parent or a friend to help you. Hiding the lights will make it look a little bit more realistic. And then once you've got it out as much as you want to, or you got the hole there, then you're just going to basically strangle your flower with the lighting, and then just leave a little bit off to the side, like a little bit loose. That way it definitely sparkles everywhere, not just around the flower. And then I just put my dome back onto the base. And you are good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you in my next one.